Get started in pose. Again, just a set of blocks and a strap is optional. If you don't have a strap, you can use a towel or a shirt or a long band. Drawing your knees wide, sinking your hips towards your heels, resting your forehead gently on the floor. You can also place a block underneath your forehead, bringing the earth a little bit closer towards you. Position for class today. Just focusing here on your breath. Notice as the belly rises on your inhales, belly falls on your exhales. Rock your forehead from side to side. Maybe bump your hips from side to side. A gentle sway. Child's pose. Keep your forehead just where it's at, reaching the crown of your head to the top of your mat. And we're going to sweep the arms around and back towards our heels, reaching for your toes, your ankles, your calves, your knee. Sweep your arms back to the top of your mat. From here, walk your hands over to the right side of your mat, maybe slightly off of your mat, feeling that stretch all along the left side body as you reach your left pinky long all the way down to your left heel. Gently draw your right hand to the outside of your right knee, boxing out your right arm, pressing into your right palm as you gently draw your left shoulder a little bit closer towards the floor. Inhale, reach your right arm to meet the left. Walk your hands back through center and over to the left side, maybe slightly off of your mat. This time feeling that stretch all along the right side body. Boxing out your left arm, bringing your left palm to the outside of your left knee, pressing into your left hand as you draw your right elbow and right shoulder a little bit closer towards the floor. Left hand to meet the right, walking your hands back through center. Inhale, press up, find your tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under your hips. Tuck your toes, hammock the belly, lift your gaze. Deep inhale in your tabletop cow. On your exhale, untuck your toes, round your spine, creating space between your shoulder blades. Exhale, release. Deep inhale, tuck your toes, gaze up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, untuck your toes. Moving here through cat and cow with your breath. Full exhale, gently let it all go. Come back to a neutral spine, gently bump your hips side to side. Come back to a neutral spine, starting on the left side. Inhale, reach your left arm high. Exhale, hover, thread it under and through the right side body. Inhale, left arm reaches. Exhale, sweep it all the way under and through the right side body, allowing your left cheek or ear to come towards the floor. You can reach your right arm long in front of your shoulder. You can bind it around towards your left hip. Place your right hand back under your right shoulder if it was extended or binded. Inhale, sweep your left arm high. Exhale, release your left hand under your left shoulder. Lengthen your left leg straight back. Strong point through your left toes. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch in. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lengthen, kick it straight back. Exhale, rainbow your left leg up and over to the outside of your right hip. Feeling that outer hip stretch here. Maybe rocking forwards and backwards. Heel closer towards the floor, deepening that stretch. Lessening that stretch as you rock towards your toes. Gently release your left knee to the outside of your right knee, ankle, or calf. Untuck your toes and then press your hips back. Maybe it's a gentle press. Maybe you can sink your hips towards your heels. Deeper outer stretch for that left hip. Gently rock forward. Extend your left leg straight back and then draw your left leg up and over to the outside of your left hip. We're going to come into kneeling gate pose. Tuck your right toes. Gently draw your hip towards your right heel and then back, stacking your shoulders over your wrist. Sealing the inside of your left foot on the floor. Draw your left knee back in line under your hip. Draw a few circles here with your left knee. And then gently switch that direction. Releasing your left knee to meet the right. Coming back to your tabletop. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Exhale, thread it, hovering under through the left side body. Inhale, reach, gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, sweep it all the way under and through, releasing your right cheek or ear towards the floor or a block. You are more than welcome to keep your left hand boxed out. You can reach it long, open up your shoulder to bind it around towards your right hip. Your left hand under your left shoulder if it was extended or binded. Press into your left palm, reach your right arm up. Exhale, release your right hand to meet your left. Inhale, lengthen your right leg straight back. Strong point through your right toes. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your knee in towards your nose for 3, 2. Take it straight back. Rainbow your right leg up and over to the outside of your left hip. Maybe looking over your left shoulder. Stay just where you're at. You can rock forwards and backwards. Your shoulders back over your wrist. Release your right knee to the outside of your left knee, shin, or ankle. Untuck your toes and then press your hips back. Remember, it can be as large or as big of a movement. A deeper stretch for that outer right hip. Rock forward. Extend your right leg straight back and rainbow that right leg all the way up and over to the outside of your right hip. Tucking your left toes, gently draw your hips back towards your left heel and forward. Shoulders back over your wrist, release your right knee in line with your hip and draw a few circles with your right knee. Reverse that direction. Place your right knee down. Inhale into your left leg straight back. Exhale, step your left foot in between your palms, coming into a low lunge. Using blocks here at any height, we're just going to press forward, open up that right hip flexor, and then draw the hips back as you straighten out left leg, single leg split. On the next one, hold the hips back, left leg is straight, flex through your left foot to release your quad. You can stay up as high, you can fold forward as much as you'd like, bringing the crown of your head closer towards your toes. Here you can walk your hands with or without blocks over to your left. Try the other side, come back to frame your left foot, maybe walking both hands inside of your right leg. Stay here or come a little bit further over to the right side. Single leg split with a twist. Through center. Bend into your left knee, draw your hips forward. From here, great opportunity for that strap if you'd like. We're going to bend that right heel in towards your glutes. Reach your right arm back. Maybe you can touch your toes, your pant leg. You can use that strap around the top shoelace portion of your right foot. Or just reaching here. Chest is lifted. Feel that stretch all along the front side of that right leg. Release your bind and your reach. Lower your right foot back to the floor. Step your left foot to meet the right, coming back to your tabletop, and just bump the hips side to side. Coming back to a neutral spine. Inhale, lengthen your right leg straight back. Exhale, draw your knee in towards your nose, round your spine, and then step your right foot in between your palms. Bringing your hands to those blocks at any height. Gently press your hips forward, bending deeper into that right knee, and then draw the hips back as you straighten that right leg. Gently rocking forwards and backwards. On the next one, hold the hips back, keep that right leg straight. Flex through your right foot to release your quad. Maybe bringing the crown of your head towards your toes or staying up as high as you'd like. Stay just where you are. If you'd like to add a twist, you can walk your hands over to the right side, with or without those blocks, continuing to flex through your right foot. This on the other side, come back to frame your right foot. Maybe bringing your hands to the inside of your right foot, or continuing to draw your gaze over your left hip. To center, framing your right foot with or without blocks. Bend into your right knee. As you press your right knee forward, stacking it over your ankle, draw your left heel in towards your glute. Stay here. Maybe reach your left arm back towards your toes. Maybe grabbing your toes, your pant leg, or that strap. Chest is lifted here. Gently release your bind and your reach. Step your right foot back to meet the left. Set your blocks off to the side. Coming back to your tabletop, bump the hips side to side. Walk your hands up, palm print forward, tuck your toes, lift your hips, coming to our first downward facing dog. Gently pedal it out, walking your dog, bending and extending one at a time. Your hips high, lower your heels closer towards the floor, they don't have to touch. Bend your knees, shins hovering, hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, press forward, find your high plank, hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently press your hips up back to our downward facing dog. Biceps frame your ears, holding here and breathing. Come back to your breath. Raise your right leg high, 3-legged dog. Bend your right knee, stack your hip. Square out your hip, kick your right leg straight back. Flex through your right foot. Draw your right knee towards your right elbow. Kick it back. Right knee towards your left elbow. Kick it back. Draw your right knee in towards your nose and then step your foot in between your palms. Find your high lunge. Keep your left hand on the floor on a block inside of your right foot. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Circle out your wrist. Circle out your shoulder forwards and backwards. Gently release your right hand back to frame your right foot. Bring your hands to blocks. We're going to press off that right foot. Lift your left leg, finding your bird. From here, flexing through your left foot, hips are square. Lower and lift, L step for 3. That's 2. Last one, hold the left leg lifted, pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Stay just where you're at. If you want to challenge yourself with bird, reaching your arms back. Maybe tee out the arms. You can find warrior 3. Wherever you're at, holding and breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Release your right hand back to a block. Walk that block a few inches forward in front of your right foot. Open up your hips. Find your half moon. Flex through your left foot. For balance, you can gaze down towards your right hand. To challenge your balance, you can gaze forward or up towards your left fingertips. Gently bend into your right knee, planting your left foot, coming into your warrior two. Find your breath. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, deep bend, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift and hold. Tuck your left hand down your left leg or behind your right hip. Reverse your triangle. High five that wall behind you with your right hand. Stay just where you're at. If you want to find archer, you can flex your right toes. Gently release your right toes if they were lifted. Tee out the arms. Bump your hips back to the back of your mat. Reach your right fingertips long. Tuck your right hand down, left arm up. Find your triangle. Stack your left shoulder directly over the bottom right. For balance, gaze down. To challenge your balance, gaze up towards your left fingertips. Stay here. You can pulse it for 3. That's 2. And 1. Hold it low. Keep the arm flat. Left arm upright. Again, we're going to find floating Skadasana. Right leg is straight. Flex your right foot. Bend into your left knee. Maybe bring some jazz arms. Bend into that right knee. Straighten your left leg. Find your extended side. Back to warrior 2 feet. You can rest your right elbow onto your right knee. You can reach it down to open up your hip. You can hover. Deep inhale. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Deep inhale. Exhale, cartwheel down. Frame your right foot, step your right foot back. Coming back to your downward facing dog. Gently pedal it out. I'm going to pick up the beat just a little bit. Holding here in downward facing dog. Alright, inhale, lift your left leg high, flex your left foot. Bend your left knee, stack your hip, opening up your hip flexor. Square out your hip, kick your left leg straight back. Exhale, draw your left knee towards your left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Crunch it in. Step your left foot in between your palms, right hand on the floor on block inside of your left foot. Sweep your left arm high. Circle out your left wrist. Circle out your shoulder, backwards and forwards. Gently release your hands on blocks or on the floor, framing your left foot. Press off of that left foot. Lift your right leg. Hips are square here. Flexing through your right foot. L step, lower lift for 3. That's 2. 1 more. Hold it high. Pulse it for 3. 2. And 1. Stay here with your hands on the blocks. You want to get fancy. You can find any variation of bird, maybe warrior 3. You always find that one side may be different than the other. That's okay. Place your left hand on a block. Walk your left hand a few inches in front of your left foot. Pivot your right hip. Flex through your right foot. Maybe reach your right arm towards the ceiling, opening up for a half moon. Any gaze here, up towards the ceiling or forward to challenge your balance. Maybe down towards the floor to add balance. Gently bend into your left knee as you lower your right foot. Coming into your warrior 2, catch your breath. Adjust your feet if you need to. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, deep bend. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift and hold. Draw your right hand down your right leg or behind your left hip. Find your reverse triangle. You want to find archer. Engage your left quadricep. Flex through your left foot. Release your left toes. Tee out the arms, bump your hips back, reach your fingertips far to the front of your mat. Left arm down, right arm up. Left hand can be on the inside of your left shin, on the block, on the floor, or just hovering. Make sure your right shoulder is stacked over the left. Maybe rotate further back. Stay here, pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Hold it low. Keep that left leg straight, bend into your right knee. Floating Skadasana, flex through your left toes. We're going to straighten that back right leg, bend into your left. Finding your extended side, right bicep, hugs your right ear. Left hand can be inside of your left leg, opening up your thigh. Can be on your thigh. Hovering any variation here of extended side. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Maintain that bend in that front left knee. Deep inhale. Exhale, cartwheel down. Bring your left foot, pivot your right toes. Step your left foot back, pedal it out. That is our sequence. We're going to repeat it a few more times on each side. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Bend your right knee, stack your hip. Stack your hip. Square out your hips, kick your right leg straight back. Exhale, draw your right knee to your right elbow or wrist. Kick it straight back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow or wrist. Kick it straight back. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your nose. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Step your right foot in between your palms. Left hand stays on the floor on a block inside of your right foot. Reach your right arm high. Inhale, sweep your right arm under and through the left side body. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, release your right hand to the floor, so block. Framing your right foot. Press into your right foot. Press off of that left leg. Lifting your left leg high, you can walk your palm prints a few inches ahead, flexing your left foot. Lower and lift for 3. That's 2. One more. Hold it lifted, pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Any variation here, you can keep your hands on the blocks. You can lift them, squeeze the base of your left glute. Hold it here for one more breath. Place your right hand on the block if it was lifted. Walk your right hand a few inches in front of your right foot. Pivot your left hip. Maybe reach your left arm towards the ceiling. Flex through your left foot. Holding here in half moon. Bend into your right knee as you gently lower that left foot towards the floor. Find your warrior 2. Adjust your feet if you need to. Catch your breath. Inhale, lift, big start. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift and hold. Reverse your triangle. You can find archer or just leave it. Lower your ankle, tee out your arms, reach, 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 right hand down, left arm up. Maybe rotate your left shoulder further back. Stay here, pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Hold it low, find that floating Skadasana. Bend it to that left knee, flex your right foot. Maybe open and close your wings. Or just staying. One more if you're with me. We're going to find our extended side, bend into that right knee, straighten your left leg. Any variation here. You can find a bind, reaching your left hand around. You're going to come into a full bind. You can use a strap here as well. Deep inhale. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Maintain that bend, the front right knee. Deep inhale. Exhale, cartwheel down. Pivot your left toes, step your right foot back to meet the left. Paddle it out. Inhale, sweep your left leg high. Exhale, draw your left knee to your left elbow or wrist. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow or wrist. Kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Step your left foot in between your palms. Right hand on the floor on a block inside of your left leg. Left arm high. Circle out your wrist. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, sweep it under and through the right side body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep. Once more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release your left hand to that block or floor, framing your left foot. Press off of that right leg, ground through your left. Flex your right foot, hips are square, lower and lift for 3. That's 2. 1 more. Hold it high, pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Stay here or play any variation of bird or warrior 3. Arms can be grounded or lifted. You can try lifting 1 at a time. My balance is not so great on this side. All right, place your left hand on the block or on the floor. Gently walk it a few inches in front of your left foot. Slowly open up your right hip. Stay here or release your right hand up towards the ceiling. Flex through your right foot. You want to open up the hip here to allow yourself to flow into warrior 2. Gently bend into that left knee until your right foot plants down to the floor, finding your warrior 2. Nice. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, bend. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift and hold. Find your reverse triangle. Any variation, you can flex your left toes, releasing your left quadricep. Lower your foot if it's lifted, tee out the arms, bump the hips back, reach, reach, reach. Left arm down, right arm up. Rotate that right shoulder back or stack it over the left. Stay here, pulse it for 3, 2, hold it low, find your Flottasana. Left leg straight, bend into that right leg. Stay just where you're at, maybe open your wings and close. 2 more if you're with me. 1 more. We're going to find extended sides, straighten that back right leg, bend into your left leg. Right bicep hugs your right ear. Any variation here. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, reverse. Commit to that bend in that left knee. Deep exhale. Inhale, cartwheel down. Frame your left foot, pivot your left toes, pivot your right toe, step your left foot back. Held it out. Gently rock forward. Find your high plank. Rest under your shoulders. Always an option to lower the knees at any time. Slowly lower all the way down. When you get there, untuck your toes. Press up, mini cobra. Gently release back down. 1 more time. Inhale, press up, mini cobra. Gently release. Extend your left arm out long. Relax your left leg. Keep your right hand boxed out. Lift your right leg high. Press into your right palm and pivot onto your left hip. You can bend your top right knee in front or behind your left leg. You can just rest your left ear on the floor. Broken wing, allowing your right hip and your left shoulder to open. Gently rock back onto your tummy, both hip bones, both shoulders. Walk your left hand in, extend your right arm long directly from your right shoulder. Relax your right leg. Press into your left palm as you lift your left leg high. Stay here, pivot onto your right hip. You can bend your left knee in front or behind your right leg. On this side, open up your right shoulder and your left hip. Gently rock back onto both hip bones. Walk your right hand to your right shoulder. Inhale, press up, mini cobra. Release back down. Inhale, press up. Maybe release your palms from the floor. Maybe lift your legs. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Lower your legs. Lower your palms. Lower your chest. Walk your hands to your lower rib cage. Inhale, press up, full cobra. Front of the body stretch. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Come back through center. Come through tabletop, upward facing dog, or flip your toes, coming directly downward facing dog. All right, we're going to repeat that one more time on each side. Taking out the pulses. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Flex your right foot. Exhale, draw your right knee in towards your nose. Tap the floor. Lift. 2 more. Tap. And lift. 1 more. Tuck your knee in towards your chest. Step your right foot in between your palms. Bring your hands to the floor to blocks. Press off of that left foot. Ground through your right foot. Lower and lift for 3. That's 2. Hold it lifted. Pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Stay here for 2 rounds of breath. Any variation. Release your right hand to the floor to a block in front of your right toes. Pivot your left hip. Open up. Find your half moon. Bend into your right knee. Slowly lower your left foot. Find your warrior 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift and hold. Left hand behind your back or down your left leg. Maybe flex through your right foot. Find archer or reverse your triangle. Lower your foot, tee out the arms, reach, reach, reach. Right hand down, left arm up. Pulse it for 3. That's 2. And 1. Hold it low. Bend into your left knee. Flex through your right foot. Floating Skadasana. Straighten that back left leg. Bend into your right knee. Extended side. Reverse your warrior. Pivot your left toes, cartwheel down. Frame your right foot. Step your right foot back. Pedal it out. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, draw your knee in towards your nose. Tap the floor for 3. And lift. 2. Next time, lift and hold. Step your left foot in between your palms. Ground through your palms on the floor on blocks. Press off of that right foot, ground through your left foot. Lower and lift for 3. Flex that right foot. That's 2. Hold your right foot lifted. Pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Have fun here. Stay or play. Any variation. Warrior 3 or bird. 1 more breath. Gently plant your left hand on the floor on a block, gently in front of your left foot. Open up your right hip. You reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. From your half moon, gently bend into your left knee. Slow and steady until your right foot lands the floor. Adjust your feet if you need to. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale, lift and hold. Tuck your right hand down your back, down your leg. Maybe flex your left foot for archer. Lower your foot, tee out your arms. Bump your hips back, reach. Left arm down, right arm up. Stay here, repulse it for 3, 2. Hold it low, find your floating Skadasana, bend into that right knee. Left leg is straight. Find your extended side, right back leg is straight. Bend into that front left knee. Right bicep hugs your right ear. Commit to that bend in your knee. Reverse your triangle. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel down. Pivot your right toes. Step your left foot back, pedal it out. Gently bend both of your knees. Lower your knees towards the floor. Lower your left or right hip and allow your legs to come to the top of your mat. We're going to grab a block between our thighs. Feet can be grounded or lifted. From here, we're going to slowly roll all the way back. Slow and steady. Extend your arms and legs long in opposite direction. Create a tiny arch in your lower back. Bend your knees, planting your feet in towards your hips. Release your arms by your side. Squeeze that block, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips for 3. And 2. One more, hold the hips lifted. Holding and breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Gently lower your hips down. Set that block off to the side. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Curl yourself into a tight ball. You can keep your head, neck, and shoulders grounded into your mat, or gently tuck your chin in towards your chest. Allow your knees to fall to the outside of your rib cage towards each shoulder, continuing to grab the back side of your thighs, your calves, or you can grab the outer edge of each foot coming into your happy baby. You can roll from side to side. Gently rock back to center, keeping your right knee in towards your right shoulder. Extend your left leg long. Flex through your left foot. And then release your right foot, binding your hands on your right shin just beneath your right knee. Continuing to flex your left foot, point, flex, circle out your right ankle. Tuck your chin to your chest, hover your shoulders. Active stretch here in wind removing pose. Gently lower your head, neck, and shoulders and your left leg. With your left hand, gently guide your right knee through the midline of your body all the way over to the left side. You can place that right knee on a block. It can tap the floor if that's in your practice. You can just hover the floor. Gaze up towards the ceiling, or for a deeper stretch, you can look over your right shoulder. Maybe reach your right arm long. You can bend your right elbow. Gently come back through center. Allow your right foot to come anywhere along the inside of your left leg. Coming into reclined tree, anywhere along that left leg. You're holding any tension in your hips or your right knee, just let it all go. Gently bend your right foot, planting it on the floor. Flex through your left foot, lift and lower your left leg for 3. That's 2. Hold your left leg to the ceiling, toe is still flexed. Bend your left knee, draw your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Bring your hands by your hips, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Gently lower your hips down. Allow your knees to fall from side to side. On the last one, gently come back through center. Plant your left foot to meet the right and draw your knees back in towards your chest. Point, flex, circle out your ankles, your toes. Coming back to your happy baby. You can rock side to side. Come back through center. This time, allow your left knee to stay in towards your left shoulder. Release your right leg long. Release the bind of your left leg and gently clasp your hands underneath your left knee on your left shin. Continuing to hover your right leg, flexing your right foot, point, flex, circle out your left ankle. Tuck your chin to your chest. Active when removing stretch. Allow your head, neck, and shoulders and right leg to lower down towards the floor. With your right hand, gently guide your left knee over to the right side of your body. Maybe allowing that left knee to come onto a block. It can hover, it can tap the floor. Anything that's comfortable for you on this side. You can gaze up towards the ceiling or to deepen that stretch, maybe look over your left shoulder. You can extend your left arm long, maybe cactus your left arm. Gently come back through center with your right leg still long. Allow the sole of your left foot to come anywhere along the inside of your right leg. Holding here and breathing, opening up your right hip. Both hips to just release into the floor. Allow your left knee to just fall in towards the earth, letting go of any tension. Draw your left knee to the ceiling, plant your left foot on the floor, flex your right foot, lift and lower that right leg for 3. That's 2. Lift and hold, keeping that right foot flexed, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Allow your right knee to draw further away from your body as you squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Gently lower your hips down. Allow your knees to fall from side to side. Next one, gently come back through center. Plant your right foot to meet the left. Grab that block again, and on the lowest setting, allow that block to come under your hips. And allow your hips to fall into that block. Just melting, letting it all go, releasing any tension. From here, you're welcome to extend one or both legs up towards the ceiling. And just holding and breathing. Point, flex, circle out your ankles. You're welcome to reach your wrists towards the ceiling. Supported, legs up the wall. Allowing your head, neck, and shoulders to melt in towards your mat. Your legs long, gently lower one leg at a time towards the floor. Put your arms long overhead, keeping your hips elevated with that block. Your feet to walk over to the right side of your mat. Feeling that stretch from your left hip down to your left ankle. Gently walk your feet back to center and continuing to walk them over to the left side. Taking note how this side may feel compared to the side that you just completed. Embracing the stretch from your right hip down to your right ankle. Bring your feet back through center. You're welcome to find Shavasana here with a block. If you like to remove that block, gently bend your knees, planting your feet, squeeze your glutes, and lift your hips up, setting that block off to the side, and then just resuming any final resting pose. Your legs can be out long. You're welcome to butterfly your knees, maybe bringing one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing awareness back to your breath, back into your body. Allow your knees to come in towards your chest, curling yourself into a tight ball. Rock and roll yourself as many times as you need before coming up to a comfortable seated position. Welcome to bring a gentle gaze behind your eyes. You can also close your eyes. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, cactus. Bend your elbows. Lift your gaze up towards the ceiling. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Inhale, arms overhead. Gentle gaze directly in front. Exhale, bend your elbows. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you. Thank yourselves for showing up to your mat each and every day. I wish you a wonderful week ahead. Namaste.